What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy, I'm for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. I do want to mention, guys, all personal services are restocked on my website, so if you want to get a personal reading with me or 2 for 20 questions, it's all available for the week, so check it out if you want to go over there and see me. All right though, guys, as always, first sign I see is the first sign I read. The first sign I saw was Libra, so let's go ahead and get it popping. Shout out Queen Star Libra. Thank you for pulling on through here today. What's going on, Artie Muse? How are you? What's popping, Rachel? Hey, Larissa. What's going on, Esmeralda? How is everybody doing? Hi, Ashley. Hello. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. We're going to start out here with the Libra gang today. So what do we got going on here for Team Libra? Messages here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Libra, baby? Messages here for Team Libra. Hi, Eclipse Chaser. You said happy Monday, a whole nother week of opportunities. I like that perspective. Very true. Hey, Pisces love. What's poppin'? Happy birthday to Red Sky. Oh, happy birthday. That's what's up. What do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Libra, we're going to grab one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Libra, overall energy here for you is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, 3 of Swords reversed, what it is you're dealing with. We got a Queen of Wands, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the Moon card in the reverse position. So let's see what's going to be in store here for you. So Libra, starting out here first and foremost, 10 of Pentacles in reverse paired with a 3 of Swords in the reverse position as well. I think that this is about recognizing something wasn't as perfect as it was made out to be. Now, I've been in situations like this before too, where I was like, man, I thought something was amazing, it was fantastic, it was magic, it was perfection, if you will. But then as time progressed and as I got out of the situation, I was like, yeah, it wasn't as perfect as it was made out to be. It was kind of like a reality that wasn't exactly the actual perception. It was just like a perception of a falsified reality, if you will. And I think that that's what many of you are kind of coming to terms with, because looking at your current energy, 3 of Swords reversed, it's the energy of finally being disconnected. So I feel like for Libras here in the next 24, you're tapping out, you're disconnecting from a false reality. You're kind of seeing something exactly for what it is, where when you were in that reality, it was a much different perception you had. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Wands, you've become empowered. You can see things very clearly. You've become very confident within yourself. And looking at the outcome here, Moon in reverse, I'm hearing for Libras, like you can't have your emotions played with anymore, or you can't have your emotions manipulated anymore. It's kind of like a situation, for example, you know, when you're in a connection with somebody, maybe you're dealing with a toxic person, whether you're dealing with them romantically, whether they're a friend, sometimes people have the ability to warp your perception of how everything is, because they could be very good masters of manipulation. And I do think to a certain extent, some of you Libras were dealing with that, where you were dealing with a master manipulator. And I think that maybe they kind of, you know, took advantage of the situation when you were at a time in your life where it was kind of hard to see that they were manipulating you all along. And you now, as you're stepping out of this connection, stepping out of this situation with this person, you now can see them exactly for what they were. And you can see the fact that the reality wasn't the actual reality you thought it was. But I feel like they had you in a position to where you thought something completely different. Now, like I said, what I see here, which is great, Queen of Wands, you're becoming confident, you're detached from this reality, you see it for what it is, you're empowered, you're not letting this reality continue to bring forth control, and you are detaching emotionally here at this time as well, which is a really positive aspect of your reading. But yeah, I get that feeling of like, yeah, this reality was not what it seemed like, and even though somebody here was a master manipulator, guess what? They're not having an opportunity to continue to manipulate me any further. Okay, so Libra, I like it. You're getting out of some sort of toxic situation is what I'm seeing here for you, and you guys are free here from a shattered reality. Okay, I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we just started out with our air signs for today. We're going to go ahead today and do air, earth, water, and fire, and we'll go ahead and get on into the rest here soon. So give me 1 second, guys. real quick though. Hello, what's going on, Fawn? What's happening? Eclipse Chaser said, what a day. Just cracked open a beer, busy day at work, and a perfect summer weather. I love that for you, okay? If I can go out on my deck right now, crack a beer, sit back and relax in a lawn chair, it would be a good vibe. That may be my plan later on today. It does sound like a very fun and fantastic time. Ashley said, bang on as always, Aunt. Stay blessed. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you tuning in and watching. Right on the money, said Insane Justice. I resonate with it for sure, guys. Michaela, what's poppin'? Thank you for coming on in. How is everybody doing? Mars Queen Marlene, what's going on? Shout out to everybody popping through here today. Happy Monday to you guys. Hope you're having a fantastic time. All right, guys. Like I said, we're gonna do air. I think I said air, earth, water, fire. I believe that's a lineup. So hopping on into the earth signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Taurus gang. What's crack-a-lackin' for the bull gang, baby? Messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Messages here for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we have here the Chariot. Could be a Cancer you're dealing with. Taking a look here at your current energy, we have here the Four of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. Two of Swords. Looking at the outcome here for Taurus, we do have the King of Cups showing up here in the upright position. So as far as what I'm seeing here for Team Taurus, let's see what's going on here for you. Now, your overall energy here being the Chariot, it is an energy of focusing on a different path, looking at forward movement, looking at your current energy, Four of Wands. It's interesting because it's like you have stability here, but you are thinking about the future because you know what you have right now maybe isn't going to last forever, or you know that what you have right now inevitably needs to progress into something more. So I'm getting the feeling here where it's nice that you're content and comfortable in your environment now, but you know that the future here is going to have to call for some change. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, Two of Swords, I feel like you're kind of at a conflict within yourself. It's like, do I continue being in this environment? Or do I start to look at the changes that are going to be needing to be made that are necessary for my future? Looking at the outcome here, King of Cups, I think emotionally right now, you're very fulfilled and very comfortable in your environment, but, you know, you're really worried here about future change that needs to occur. You know, for example, let's say you have a job right now that works out well for now, but maybe wouldn't work out well for your future. And it's like, well, I really like this job, but I don't think it would create sustainability for when I want to buy a home and when I want to start a family. So at the end of the day, even though I like this job a lot, like maybe I should start looking for jobs that are going to bring forth the sustainability that'll bring me the house and the family and the things of that nature. So you might be really concerned about the future is kind of what I feel here for Taurus. But what I would say to you guys is that the future is not right here and right now. What's right here right now is the present. And if you're happy and content where you are, you don't necessarily have to make the changes necessary. I think that if you are in a point in your life where you are ready for the house and you're ready to get married, go for it, okay? If you're interested at that point of getting a more higher paying job, or if you're interested in making those necessary changes, I would say go for it. But if you're at a point where you're just still content and the future, as it may worry you, but isn't necessarily relevant to what you got going on right now, then I wouldn't focus on making any sort of changes. Keep in mind, it was just an example, by the way, that I mentioned with like career changes and stuff like that. That could be your story or it could be something different, but the premise should still apply to you guys depending on what your situation is. It's really all about your Taurus. If you're not jumping into your future yet, if your future's still a while away or a while away in general, you don't need to change what you're doing now. Live it up, enjoy what you got going on, live your best life. But if your future's calling and things are changing and different chapters in your life are starting to begin for yourself, then I would make the changes necessary. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but hopefully it brought forth some clarity here for Taurians who needed to figure out this situation, okay? All right, though, my bull gang, much love to you. Thank you for coming on out. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed your reading here nonetheless, okay? So we did our air, we did our earth, hopping on into our water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What's popping here for the Scorps, baby? Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Scorpio, please? Messages here for the Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and get this last and final shuffle. and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well for the Scorpio gang. Overall energy for ya is the moon in reverse, so you could be connecting here possibly with a Pisces. Looking at the current energy for ya, we got the Wheel of Fortune, what you're dealing with, Hermit in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for ya is going to go ahead and be the Ten of Cups in the upright position. I want to say for Scorps, first and foremost, you could be connecting with a Pisces or a Virgo. You might also be dealing with a fixed zodiac like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or a Leo. But moon in reverse here to the Wheel of Fortune upright. I think that right now you're kind of detached when it comes towards changes that are occurring and happening in your life. I feel like you're not present with the changes that are happening. It's kind of like, okay, I'm letting life pass on by. I'm letting life do its thing. You're not really focused. I feel like you're checked out mentally is what it looks like to me right now, Scorpio. Taking a look here at your current energy, Hermit in reverse, you've definitely felt this way before. I think everybody has. I think we've all mentally checked out at certain points in our life. I mean, it's happened to me multiple times in my life where I've kind of just checked out mentally, lived on autopilot, lived every day, same shit, different day. You know, I kind of feel like some of you are in that vibe, but for your next 24 hours, I feel like it's about breaking you out of that cycle of being on autopilot, breaking you out of that cycle of being checked out and tapping into, well, if my life is changing, I might as well start bringing in the changes that I actually want to see. You know, looking at the outcome, 10 of Cups, massive card of fulfillment, massive card of your own personal happiness. So it's about recognizing if I'm checked out, let's tap the fuck in. And if changes are happening inevitably in my life, let's make changes happen that I'm going to be fucking happy with. Point blank period. So Scorpio, it's about saying here, I'm taking back control. And I love that for you. I really do. You know, at the end of the day, there's tons of things in life that we're never going to be in control of. You know, we're not going to be in control of the weather. We're not going to be in control of other people's actions, you know, but at the end of the day, what are we in control of? We're in control of ourselves, our choices, and our path that we choose to take. So Scorpios, by really getting your power back and by honestly tapping back into your own energy of control here, I think it's going to feel hella good. You guys are going to steer the ship. So start moving in the direction that's going to bring this, the 10 of Cups. Okay. All right, Team Scorpio. Love that message for you. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, do take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys so much for coming out here nonetheless. Okay. All right, Scorps. So we did our air. We did our water. All right. We did our air, earth, and water jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Ram fam and see what's popping here for Team Aries. What's going to be going on here for the Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries? Messages here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. Ram fam, we're getting this last and final shuffle, baby. And we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is the Knight of Wands. You could be connecting here with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Looking into your current energy, 4 swords in reverse. What you're dealing with, death in reverse. Looking at the outcome here for the Ram fam, we got the Page of Pence in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for Team Aries. First and foremost, Knight of Wands here to the 4 swords in reverse. I do get the feeling here that you are feeling like you're ready for something new, and it's a pretty frequent feeling. I think Aries can get bored with things relatively quickly, so you're tapping back into that energy where it's just like, yeah, like something new has to happen here. I don't know what it is necessarily that you want that's new. Maybe it's time for a new car, time for a new home, it's time for a new boyfriend. You know, at the end of the day, you're ready here to embrace the new is what I'm feeling. Looking at what you're dealing with, death in reverse, yeah, you're not like quite yet making a change, or you haven't made a change yet. I feel like you're still in the process of figuring out what new thing you want in life. Looking at the outcome here, Page of Pentacles reversed, you haven't made any sort of commitments, signed any sort of documents, like you haven't made a full commitment here to whatever kind of change you want to make, but I think you're in the process here of getting it figured out is the way that I would say this message would resonate to you. So I think Aries are pretty much in a bit of a transitional period. It's like, well, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a different experience. I don't know necessarily what that experience might hold just yet for me, but I'm going to keep my eye out and start scouting just to see what I feel would be, you know, my next move or my next path. So you're getting things figured out. You're getting things sorted. Nothing wrong with it. Listen, at the end of the day, if it's time to jump into something new, if you're not fulfilled where you're at and you're ready for a brand new experience, go for it, Ram fam. I love it for you. Okay. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of Zodiacs. All right. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for tuning on in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic Monday. What's going on, though? Hey, Danny B, thank you for tuning in. poppin'? Allie baby, what's poppin'? You said you just read my rising, sun, and moon signs. Very, very nice. What's going on, Chastity? How are you? How's everybody doing? Good morning to you too, Strawberry Cake. Thank you for coming on by. Oh, I also did want to say, Marlene, I hope you're feeling a lot better. I know you mentioned that you weren't feeling so well last week, so hopefully you're feeling a lot better now. Appreciate you still coming on out. I just hope you're doing well. All right, though, guys. Give me about a minute or two, and then we're going to hop back into the rest of the reads for the daily reading. If you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you. By the way, guys, today I uploaded Taurus and I uploaded Capricorn for June 2023 for the monthly video. So if you're a Taurus or a Capricorn, check out your June monthly video already posted on my channel. All 12 signs are done and uploaded to the channel. So for anybody, if you haven't seen your June monthly video yet, your monthly tarot video, feel free to give it a check out. They're all posted on the channel. Erica Moore said, this is my first time seeing you live. Well, welcome in. Appreciate you coming out. I hope you enjoy your stay here today. Thank you for coming on out. All right, though, guys, let's jump on back into it. We're going to hop on into our air signs. Going back on into the air. Bum, bum, bum. What do we got going on here for the Gemini? What's happening, baby? Messages here for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac signs of the Gemini, messages here for Team Gems. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Marlene, I'm happy to hear that. Very, very happy to hear that. What do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gems, you guys took a minute to pull through, but let's see what's going on with you. What's happening, what's crack-a-lacking, and what's popping? Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be a 10 of Swords. Taking a look at the current energy, Fool card in the upright, what it is you're dealing with. King of Wands in the upright, looking at the outcome here for Gems. 5 of Wands in the upright as well. So let's see what's happening here for you guys. Well, first things first, 10 of Swords typically does represent the energy of an ending of some sort. I do see the Fool card here as kind of like you guys saying, fuck it, time to let go, time to move on, time to do something different. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Wands, I think you got something in mind. King of Wands is an energy that does represent that you have an interest in something, right? He's staring at the wand here very intently. So is his little monster that's on his shoulder. It looks like some interesting kind of lizard in this card. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's like a little interesting little lizard there too. So they're both staring at the Ace of Wands here, or essentially the Ace of Wands is showing up here in the King of Wands. So they're both staring at this rod. I do feel like Gemini, you got something interested. Maybe this is the twins, right? You and this lizard. But either way, guys, you're in an energy right now where there's something in mind that you have, but 5 of Wands, you feel like you can't have what you want. Why? What's going on here? That's an interesting message. So something's ending in your life. You're letting it go. You know something that you want. You have something in mind, but I think you're frustrated. I'm hearing like you can't get what you want. Why? Tell me why. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Why is Gemini frustrated? We have here the Empress, and we have here the Magician in reverse. For some of you, I feel like you're selling yourself short. To be completely honest, Gemini, Empress card here, you're like looking at something, putting it on a pedestal, glorifying it, saying how amazing it is, but then Magician reverse. I can't manifest it because I don't have enough, or I can't manifest it because I'm not good enough. I can't manifest it because it doesn't align with me, or some shit like that. And Gemini, I'm going to look you dead in the eye right now and tell you that that is bullshit, because anything you want to have, you can have. Point blank, period. So stop selling yourself short, okay? Or I'm going to have to come over there and I'm going to have to give you a tap, okay? Point blank, period. So for any of my Gemini peeps that are watching, I want you guys to know, in your current circumstances, you're happy you got out of a situation, you're happy you move forward, I'm happy for you. You have something in mind, but I feel like you're selling yourself short, you're doubting yourself that you can get it done, and the truth is that you are so much more fucking capable than you're giving yourself credit for. Do not sell yourself short. Open up your mind to the fact that you can attain or manifest a situation, put the work in, and make it fucking happen. Let's say, for example, you're so thankful you got rid of a job that was just horrible. It was a bad experience. It was a shit boss. It was shit coworkers, and you hated the work you had to do. I'm so glad that that job is over and done with. But let's say right now you're interested in starting your own business. You're really interested in opening up a laundromat. You're really interested in opening up a fashion business, whatever the fuck you guys are doing, right? You were interested in it, but you're like, yeah, but who says I'm going to succeed, right? Most businesses fail in the first 120 days. You're starting to look at statistics because Geminis want to go look up stuff because Geminis love information. So you're looking at statistics and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Most businesses fail every like in the beginning of the first 120 days. So like, what's the point? Who says I would succeed? Who says I would thrive? And who the fuck says you wouldn't? What about if I could? What about if I would succeed? What about if you really gave something your all and you made it fucking happen? You're never going to know till you give it a chance. So for any of my Gemini peeps right now that are doubting themselves, selling themselves short, sit back, remanifest your mental, refresh your mental, and look at this with optimism, because you never know what can happen unless you go for it. All right? All right, Gemini, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the gems. Thank you guys for stopping on by and tuning in. So we did our air sign, hopping back on into our earth sign. Let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What do we got going on here for Team Cappy, baby? Messages here for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of the Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 151 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for coming on by and spending time with me. It means a lot more than you guys know. All right? All right, let's see what's going on here. Capricorn, last and final shuffle. What's happening here for you? Overall energy, Cappy, we do have here the Hermit. Hermit card is Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with a Virgo potentially. Looking at your current energy, Nine of Cups, what it is you're dealing with. Page of Cups reversed. Looking at the outcome for Capricorns, we got a Seven of Cups in reverse as well. I get the feeling here that other than one thing in specific, you're doing pretty well, but I do feel like there's one specific thing kind of gnawing at you a little bit, Capricorn, is what I'm seeing. Looking at the overall energy to the current, Hermit here to the Nine of Cups, you are pretty much focused on yourself right now. You're in your own lane. There is a lot I feel that's fulfilling you, but I also think that at the same time, there is something here bringing in unfulfillment, and looking at the outcome, Seven of Cups reversed, it's like one specific thing on your mind. So Capricorn, other than that one specific thing that might be bothering you or upsetting you at this time, life is good. Now, I think that, this message kind of calls for the fact that if there's one thing that might not be going great, but there's 10 other things that are going fantastic, I would say tune your energy into the things that are going fantastic and you'll be a-okay. But in this specific scenario, I think you have to ask yourself, am I going to let one bad thing ruin all the good things I have? It's an interesting phenomenon, but it's true. We can have a million, maybe not a million. Let's say you're a YouTuber. Let's say you're me, for example, right? And I can have 100 really positive comments of people saying the most wonderful things to me, and it could feel great. It could feel amazing. But then there could be one person that's like, boo, Ant sucks. You know what I mean? And I feel like in terms of humanity, we're so like programmed to focus on the negative thing and give it so much more value than the positive thing. So it's like a situation here, Capricorn, where it's like you can have 100 nice comments, but that one negative comment is what stays on your mind, and it ruins your experience of every other thing you got going for you that's good in your life. So if I was to look through my comments and 100% of them or 100 of them are positive, and then there's one negative person who's like, Ant, you suck. If I let the person who told me I suck really ruin the fact that 100 other people just gave me the most beautiful comments, that would be a waste of all the wonderful shit that people were saying and all the beautiful vibes that were showing up in the chat. So with that being said here for you, Capricorn, if you got a lot of good things going for you right now, but there's that one thing that might be bugging you, don't let that one thing ruin the rest of the amazing shit you have. Because at the end of the day, give more value to the positive, give less value to the negative, and you'll see a massive change in how you feel. All right, Capricorn? All right, guys. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. Do take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. All right? All right, guys. So we did our earth and we did our air. We're now going to go ahead and hop on into our water. So jumping into the water signs, let's have a look here at the Cancer. What do we got going on here for Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on for you, beautiful peeps? Hey, protagonist, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping by and tuning on in. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Cancerian? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancer. Let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well with the Cancer gang. Overall energy for you, is the Empress. So you could be connecting here with a Libra for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got the Four of Pentacles, looking at what you're dealing with. Got a Hermit card. This card's been coming out quite a lot today in the daily. And looking at the outcome here for Cancerian, we got here the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position showing up here as well. So Cancer, as far as what I see here for you guys, Empress card, Four of Pentacles, I do get the vibe here for you that you're kind of in a position of self-care. You're isolating from something right now. Empress card is kind of about rejuvenating at times. The Empress here is a person who loves themselves not only on the outside, but the inside as well. The Empress is somebody who's grounded and comfortable within all of who they are. I feel like you were dealing with a situation that was maybe challenging the amount of comfortability you had within yourself. You were kind of dealing with a situation that was challenging your own comfort within who you are. And you didn't want that anymore because it was a negative vibe. You didn't want to challenge or feel challenged about how you should feel about who you are. And you didn't want to feel uncomfortable within yourself. In Cancer, I 100% do not blame you. So looking at what you're dealing with here, the Hermit, you're removing the challenge. Maybe, unfortunately, there was somebody in your life who made you second guess yourself. Maybe there was somebody here in your life who made you feel uncomfortable in your skin. Maybe there was somebody here in your life who constantly challenged you and made you feel some type of way. But looking at the outcome, Cancer, Two of Pentacles reversed, you're not feeding the fucking cycle anymore. Point blank period. You are not feeding the cycle here anymore about someone who is making you feel uncomfortable in who you are. Now, I gotta say, for some Cancers, it might not be an external force. It might be the dark passenger in you. You know, it could always be that negative side of yourself. If it's not an actual physical external person who made you feel this way that you're cutting out, this could be about cutting out your own negativity that resides and lives within you. Do keep in mind, everybody has light and dark within them. Everybody has positive and negative within them. So I don't want you to feel some type of way because we all have our own dark side. So I think that for any Cancers that are watching, you know, if it's not about an external person you had to cut off, I think it's about detaching from that shadow self that might have been keeping you in a pretty rough spot. But nonetheless, Cancer, I like it. Cutting out the negative, cutting out anything that's been challenging you of being comfortable in who you are. And with that energy being cut out, you're now tapping back into that space of comfort within yourself, that security within yourself. And that's really beautiful. And that makes me very happy to hear. Okay, so Cancer, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys so much for coming out here nonetheless. Thank you, Cancer. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, our earth, and our air, hopping back on into our fire. Let's have a look here at the Sagittarius, and we'll see what's going on here for the Saggy. What's popping here for Sagittarian? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Saggy? Messages here for Team Sag. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Sagittarius, you guys are coming through rather quickly. Let's get this last shuffle on a roll, and we'll see what's going on for you. Sagittarian, overall energy for you is the King of Pentacles. Looking at your current energy, we have here the World in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Two of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you. King of Swords in the upright position, not too shabby. So Sagittarius, does look to me like you're making some sort of final decision, but we'll see what that final decision is about. But nonetheless, overall energy, King of Pentacles, current energy, World in reverse. I get the feeling for you, Sagittarius, that right now you're recognizing that it's not about having to change in order to experience abundance. It's not about having to attain anything in order to experience abundance. The feeling of being abundant, content, and one is a feeling that resides within you and with everyone, point blank period. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people often say, you know, if I wanted to feel abundant, I would need lots of wealth. I need lots of money, lots of nice cars, a nice big house. You know, that would make me feel abundant. But the truth is that those things are just a byproduct of a person who already is abundant themselves. Every feeling and emotion that you experience isn't necessarily triggered by what it is you do experience. You have the emotion that then therefore triggers the experience. Does that make sense? For a person who feels abundant, they will experience abundance because that is the energy they have tapped into. For a person who is angry will experience the byproduct of their anger because that is the energy they tapped into. So with that being said here for you, Sagittarius, you're recognizing this. And I feel like you're utilizing this to your advantage, which I love because this is the art of manifestation. Becoming what it is you desire to then therefore get the byproduct, right? So for a person who wants to be rich, you need to feel rich. You need to embody the energy of what a rich person would be. You need to be basically embodying the energy of abundance. And then what would come? The byproduct, the money, the cars, the nice house, the nice job. You then would therefore get that byproduct. So I do see that Sagittarians are really opening up to this type of energy. And I do feel here for you too. It's like eliminating doubts. It's like there is no more doubt about it too, is what I'm feeling for you. Two of Swords reverse. It's like you're at a point in time in your path where you're recognizing that if I tap into an energy that I desire to be a part of, I'm going to start seeing the results. I think that many of you here are really starting to become more conscious of manifesting, which is really nice to see. Looking at the outcome here, King of Swords, yeah, you're very disciplined here too. Very disciplined in making sure that you're not stepping in the way or stepping in front of yourself. Very disciplined in the sense that you are making sure that you are focusing on being in the energetic states of being that you desire to get what you desire after all. You're not letting any sort of negative state of being come into play here. You're staying really, really focused on what it is you want, which I love so much for Sag. So it is going to be a hit or miss for those of you if it'll resonate to you, because not every Sagittarius is tapped into this manifesting type of vibe, but I love it a lot for you. And I think it's really powerful and potent. You know, guys, I learned it a long time ago, but it really is a true feeling. It's like you got to pay attention to the feeling within. You got to pay attention to the energy that you are embodying. Okay, point blank period. Because if you're embodying or radiating the energy of not being good enough, you're going to find that you encounter byproduct situations where you just don't feel good enough. You know what I mean? If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're going to embody the energy of not being good enough, right? But let's say, for example, you felt like you were enough for anything, then nothing would be a challenge. You feel me? Right? So really take a look here at the energy you're embodying, because it's going to create the byproduct of your experience. All right, guys. All right, Saggy, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Appreciate you guys coming out. Take it if it resonates, of course, and leave it if it doesn't. Okay. All right, guys. Now that was our second batch of zodiac signs for the daily read today. We're going to get on into our last and final batch in just a sec, but I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in with me today. Protagonist said, words of wisdom, Aunt. Rich has a different meaning for each and everybody. And yes, discipline is on point. Thank you so much. It resonated. You're very welcome. And that's true, man. Everybody has a different perspective of rich for sure. You know, some people can think about richness as richness within the soul. Other people can think about richness as in finances. Other people can think about richness in scenery in the world, right? Maybe something tastes rich. You know, we all have our own definitions. But at the end of the day, you know, I think that it's good to always remember what it is you are embodying is what it is you get back in return. So just always keep that in mind, guys. You know, if you want to be rich, you know, don't only think just of, oh, I want tons of money. You know, strive to be rich in your soul too. Strive to be rich in happiness. Strive to be rich in kindness, right? It's like the more you can expand what it is you're looking for within what it is you're feeling, the more you get out of it, right? You know, I think a lot of people are like, man, when they first learn about manifestation, they're like, well, I just want to make a fuck ton of money. You know, but money doesn't buy happiness. Why don't we make money doing something we love instead? Why don't we manifest a job that not only makes us the money, but is a job we love, where we feel like we don't work a day in our life? Why don't we manifest enough wealth to not only sustain ourselves, but to sustain a family, right? It's like, go big. You know what I feel? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel. So take it that if it resonates. Sorry if I confuse people with this rant I'm going on, but I don't know. There's always more to a feeling that we can conjure, if you will, to create more for ourselves. The rich voyage of life, indeed. Mars Queen Marlene said, I love your intelligence. Your mind is beautiful. And thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Protagonist said, exactly. Okay, I'm glad you guys were picking up on what I was saying, because for a second there, I was like, I don't know if I'm losing you guys. You know? But either way, though, yeah, that's how I see it for sure. Also, by the way, guys, for the 166 peeps here, thank you guys so much for coming out. I'd appreciate it if you can drop a like. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. That would be super duper awesome. All right, though, everybody. You're doing fantastic, Danny B. Happy to hear that for you. All right, guys, hopping on in now into our last and final batch. Let's go ahead and go back on into the air, and going into the air signs, Aquarius, welcome in. Let's see what's going on here for you. Julia, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope work has been a little easier this time around for you, but thanks for stopping by. You said dream big, they say. Indeed, for sure. But Julia, how are you? Thank you for coming on in. Nonetheless, Aquarius, what's going on here for you in your next 24 hours? What's popping here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aquarius? Messages here for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Starting out with the overall energy, we do have here the Tower. Could be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of you. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have the Justice. What you're dealing with here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And then the outcome here for Aquarius is going to be the Temperance in the reverse position. So let's see what's in store here for you. Aquarius, we have here a Tower, we have here a Justice. I get the feeling here that something crumbling or something no longer being in resonance with you is actually what's bringing in more balance for you. I think that you're recognizing it is probably for the best, that something here is no longer remaining the same as it used to be. You know, the Tower here represents the breaking down of a foundation. It's something that doesn't serve you in your life anymore, so you need to rebuild. This tower is old, it's raggedy, it is a tower that can barely stand anymore on its original foundation. It's not suitable for life. It's not suitable to live in. So with that being said, you might as well knock this tower down and build a beautiful fucking house, right? So for you, Aquarius, that's the realization happening here. Something isn't feasible anymore. It needs to be knocked down, and I need to start from scratch. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Seven of Pentacles, I think many of you are planting seeds in your life, and I love that for you because these seeds are going to transform into something very beautiful as time continues to progress. You know, Aquarius, I do think for some of you, you may not be entirely happy with the whole idea or thrilled with the whole idea of starting over, but I think that if you can look at it from the perspective that it's a new adventure, it's exciting, it's a new beginning, if you can try to have optimism towards this new experience, it might turn out to be a lot more fun than you think. Let's say, for example, a job isn't working anymore for you, that foundation is broken, it's not feasible, it's time to job hunt again, it's time to search for a new job. Is it fun? Maybe not. But if you can look at it in an optimistic point of view, maybe this time around you land the best job you could have ever fucking had. Maybe this time around you land the most perfect and amazing job, and the Tower happened for a reason to guide you somewhere better. You know, I'm a firm believer that endings happen for a reason because we're meant to be redirected to somewhere new. So for you, Aquarius, whatever it might be, whether a job maybe isn't working out anymore, whether a relationship isn't working out anymore, I think you should open up to the energy of being optimistic of what comes next, because I naturally feel that whatever comes next is always going to be better. And I think that something really, really cool is right around the corner for you. So Aquarius, you might not be thrilled, but plant those seeds, guys, because I think you'll be quite surprised when it's harvest season just how much you harvest. Okay? All right, beautiful Aqua. Thank you for tuning in. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. By the way, Michael, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. All right, guys. Julia said, Aunt, always great seeing you. All is well, just dedicated more to the family life right now and working from home, but mostly sleeping. I can feel you on that. Okay, it has been a very tiring time to be a Cancer. Okay, I'm happy I have energy today in general because I feel like this whole previous month of May and moving into June has just been like such a tiring time. I don't know what's going on in the astrology, but maybe somebody can enlighten me, okay? Either way though, guys, we finished up all of our air signs officially. We're hopping on into the earth signs. Going to Earth, Virgo, how are ya? Let's see what's going on for you guys moving into your next 24. So what do we got going on here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for you guys at this time? What's going to be showing up here for Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up here for you, Team Virgo? We are going to go ahead and give you guys 2 more shuffles. And we'll see what's going on. Hopefully all is well for the Virgo gang. Starting out here with the overall energy, 6 of Wands. You could be connecting here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Typically though, massive card of success. Really good news it could be. Having a look at your current energy, Page of Pentacles, what you're dealing with here. We got a King of Swords looking at the outcome here for you. Sun in reverse. I feel like you're getting your toes wet. Dipping your feet in the sand, dipping your toes in the shallow water. That's kind of the vibe that I'm feeling here for you guys at this time. You know, 6 of Wands is a card of success, and you're having success just by starting off small. I always tell people small steps equal massive wins. I get the feeling for Virgos, it's like you're starting small with something. It could be about starting small with a business. It could be about starting small with a relationship. Maybe you've been through a lot of heartbreak in life, so you're starting small again. You're giving somebody a chance romantically here. Maybe you're rebuilding something in your life and you're just starting it small, taking it one step at a time is what I feel for you. And with the Six of Wands showing up here, you're already starting to see signs of success. So it's great. You know, you don't have to go all into something, but just getting simply started is what's making you feel happy because you're seeing success come in. Now, looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Swords, you know, King of Swords is a card here that represents that at the end of the day, whatever it is you're doing, it does require discipline. You know, I think that at any given moment in time, you could start to feel maybe not successful, or you could start to revert and feel that maybe things aren't working out. You know what this feels like to me, Virgo? It feels like you're trying to reprogram yourself in looking at things optimistically and positively. You're trying to reprogram yourself to gain success. So that's why you're starting small. And maybe in the past you never felt that way. Maybe in the past you felt like there was a lot of failure, or there was a lot of negative energies hindering you. So it's like, I'm trying to see the path forward. I'm trying to stay optimistic. That's what you're battling with. That's what you're working on being disciplined with here with the King of Swords. You know, looking at the outcome, I do see the Sun in reverse. I think that it's, you know, a consistency thing. I think that you're doing your best to be consistent, but I also want to say, I think that's also okay if like you have a day where maybe you don't feel so successful, or you don't feel so positive. You know, you can't expect yourself to feel like everything is working out all the time. You can't expect yourself to be in this energy of optimism all the time. Sometimes as humans, we get a little negative, or we get a little upset, or we feel a little, you know, off about something. So what I want to say here for you, Virgo, is I'm proud of you working on yourself. I'm proud of you trying to have a better perspective. I really feel like you've been working on having that. And if you revert one day to not feeling like you have the best perspective ever, it's okay. You're going to pick yourself back up the next day. The next day will be better. You'll get yourself together, and you'll keep striving. So keep on taking those small steps to building a more optimistic point of view, because I feel like it's creating more stability in your life, and it is creating more success as time progresses. Small victories equal big wins. Keep it up. Keep on going. Take it one day and one step at a time. And if you happen to have an off day where maybe you're not feeling so positive about what you're doing, maybe you're feeling pessimistic, know that it's okay. You'll pick up and you'll reset your mental, and you'll get back at it the next day. All right? We're human. Sometimes we feel like, you know, reversed a little bit. So that would be my advisory for you. Don't worry about it. If it's just a bad day, it's just a bad day. Don't mean it's a bad life. All right. If you do take one step back, just like Eclipse Chaser is saying, Eclipse said that's when you take a step back and take another look. Yeah, you could take a step back or take another look. What I was going to say here is that when you take one step backwards, and the next day you're going to take 10 steps forward. All right. So Virgos, you got this. I love you. I really appreciate you tuning in, and don't be so damn hard on yourself is what I want to say as well. Okay. All right, Virgo people, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning on in. I do believe there was a donation that passed by, so let me go ahead and say a proper thank you. Give me 1 second. Bum, bum, bam. Mary Woody, thank you so much for the $5. Really, really appreciate that. You said, hey, I'm a Virgo. I missed out last month. I've been in rehab, but now I'm back, and I'm happy to be sober and loving life again. You're a positive point in my day. Oh, well, I'm so happy to hear that, and congratulations. I'm so proud to hear that for you as well. That's a really big step. So great job at what you're doing, and definitely keep it up. But congratulations to you. Fucking awesome. And thank you for that donation. Really, really appreciate that. Damn, I love that for you. I'm happy, man. Guys, good news makes me more happy than you guys can think. So, you know, congratulations to you, and keep it going. Really, really awesome stuff. All right. All right, everybody. We did our earth. We did our air. Hopping on into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the fish and see what's popping here for the Pisces. What do we got going on here, baby? Messages here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of the fish? Messages here for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Piscean, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Pisces, overall energy for you is a 7 of Pentacles. Looking at your current energy, we have a 4 of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the World in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for Piscean, Page of Pentacles in the upright position as well. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. 7 of Pents here, 4 of Wands. I do get the feeling here for you, Pisces. You're trying to be patient with somebody. 7 of Pentacles can definitely be the energy of patience. It doesn't always have to be investment. So you're kind of like, you know, I did invest into this environment, 4 of Wands. I'm trying to be as patient with somebody as I can, but looking at what you're dealing with, World reversed, I think it's like, when are things going to move forward? I feel like Pisces, you're kind of tired of the stunted growth, or you're kind of tired here of a stunted situation showing up here in your life. Whether it's somebody that you're dealing with romantically, whether it's a friend, whether it's family, you are giving somebody as much of your patience as you can, but it's like, when the heck are things going to move forward? I mean, looking at the outcome here for you, Page of Pentacles, it almost kind of feels to me like you're maybe going to try to initiate moving into the next 24 hours. It's like, hey, you know, I've been as patient as I could with you, but maybe it's time to try switching things up. Maybe it's time to try focusing on change. You know, for example, maybe somebody you're dealing with has gone through something. They needed time for themselves. You've given them as much time as you can. You've been incredibly patient. And maybe in the next 24 hours, it's like, hey, you know, maybe, you know, after all this time, after everything that you've been through, maybe it's time to come back. We can work on what we need to work on, and we can keep it moving forward, you know? So I get that feeling here for you, Pisces, where you've been waiting on somebody. You've been very patient. This is somebody you do care about, but you kind of are tired of waiting. You feel like enough time has passed to where things can start moving in a different direction now. So I do feel like the Page of Pentacles here is you potentially reaching out and maybe trying to initiate moving back into a very positive place with somebody and moving on forward with them here as well. Okay, so take that if it resonates. Super general read, but that can really apply to like tons of different things. So if it's your situation, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I feel that for sure. I think that you can't be in the same place forever, you know? For example, if you've gone through a rough experience, you can't be in that rough place forever. Inevitably, you just got to say, okay, enough is enough. Let's pick ourselves up, you know? So whatever it might be for you, Pisces, and whoever this may be you're dealing with, it's like, all right, guys, you know, it's time here to get out of this energy and let's come back into this reality and let's make something positive happen. All right, Pisces, I like it for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I see you doing some initiating here, okay? So all the water's done, all of the air is done, all of the earth is done. Hopping on into our last but not least fire sign. Let's have a look here at the Leo, and we'll see what's popping here for your next 24 hours, okay? So what do we got going on here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the Lion Gang? Message is coming in here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Have a great day as well. And until next time as well, thank you so much for stopping by. All right, Team Leo, let's get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at a pretty fantastic reading. Leo, overall energy for you is the Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius potentially. Having a look at your current energy, Four of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with, Judgment card, looking at the outcome for you, the Star. Leo, I feel like you've been in your own lane recently and you've really kind of been enjoying it. Like you've really been enjoying being in your own lane, doing you, having alone time, because it's given you so much time to focus on your path. It's given you so much time to focus on your life. Temperance card is the energy of like being in a very great and fantastic mood, being very emotionally balanced. So you're in a good place of balance right now. And I feel like personally, it's due to the fact that you've taken the time out to really prioritize yourself and prioritize what it is you want out of your life experience. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, the Judgment card, you're giving yourself a chance to enjoy your life, but you're giving yourself a chance to create the life you really want to start living. Looking at the outcome here, the Star card, I think things are starting to line up for the Lions. Okay, this is the energy of alignment. This is the energy of things starting to manifest for you. So I feel, Leo, that you have gotten to a point where your path is your main focus and you are putting energy into it. You are putting focus into it. You are giving it your all, and you're going to start seeing the results here as time keeps progressing. So guys, you're loving life. You're loving your alone time. You're loving staying in your own lane. So keep on doing you, because you're going to see tons of growth and expansion coming from it. A lot of people, man, get caught up sometimes in thinking that self-care and manifesting and living your best life is this energy of selfishness. But the truth is that at the end of the day, all we ever have, or the number one person that's always going to have our own backs, is ourselves. And we deserve to expand and to grow ourselves and to create and to live our best lives, because we are the only people accountable for the life we're living and the experiences that we're going to be having within said life. So Leos, much love to you. Love the message for you. And thank you for stopping by. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out here to today's daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it and had a fun, awesome and fantastic time. I did want to mention, everybody, for all of you that are in the chat, if you could drop a like, that'd be super awesome. Helps out a lot more than you know, so really appreciate everybody who's here today. Of course, if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So thanks in advance for anybody who subscribes. I'm more than happy to have you. Shout out today to anybody who sent in donations. Thank you guys for your donations. They really help out the channel and they help me out personally so much. So I thank you to everybody for your generosity, for those of you that sent in donations. I did want to mention, I have officially uploaded all of the June 2023 monthly videos. So if you haven't seen your June monthly tarot video, go check it out. Already posted on my channel. For the week, I'm going to start working on other videos. I actually have a pick a card reading for June coming up soon. So if that video is not out tomorrow, it might be out on Wednesday. But just letting you guys know in advance, a June pick a card reading is coming for everybody. And then I'm going to be working on other monthly videos as well, okay? Guys, 2 for 20s are back in stock. Same thing with personal readings. So if you guys want to get a personal reading with me or a 2 for 20 question reading with me, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. All those services are restocked here for the week. But I love you guys so much, man. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for your constant love and support. You guys are great as always. And happy to be here, guys. And I had a great time here today for the daily. So much love. Happy Monday. Have a fantastic start to your week. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.